10 Best Tourist Attractions in Washington State. 1. San Juan Islands. The San Juan Islands are north of Puget Sound, off the northwest mainland. They are a collection of 174 named islands, with the 4 largest readily accessible by ferry. These 4 islands are San Juan Island, Orcas Island, Lopez Island, and Shaw Island. The county seat, and most populous city, Friday Harbor, is on San Juan Island and is often a jumping-off point for bigger adventures. 2. Olympic National Park. From ocean beaches to glaciered mountaintops, Olympic National Park overflows with incomparable scenery. The park covers most of the Olympic Peninsula, and roads only circle the park, never cutting through the park's mountainous heart. While auto touring is fun, the best way to experience Olympic is by hiking trail. 3. Leavenworth. After the town of Leavenworth experienced the bust following a boom in the logging industry, city leaders rallied and decided to change the town's image. Today, the town of Leavenworth proudly recognizes itself as a Bavarian village, and it's common to see residents wearing lederhosen or blowing a morning serenade on an alphorn. 4. Puget Sound. On the western border of the state, separating the Olympic Peninsula and Seattle, Puget Sound is a watery region filled with inlets, islands, and unique worlds to discover. Several cities and harbors surround all sides of Puget Sound, offering endless access and places to visit. Some of the things to do in Puget Sound include sea kayaking, whale watching, and visiting the vibrant communities that define the islands. 5. Seattle Center and the Space Needle. Of all the top attractions in Seattle, the Space Needle within the Seattle Center is perhaps the most iconic. It was built for the 1962 World's Fair and stands today as a centerpiece of the sprawling Seattle Center. Surrounding the spinning observation deck are more of the city's most iconic attractions, including some of Seattle's best museums. 6. Deception Pass State Park. Spanning Whidbey and Fidalgo Islands in Puget Sound, the Deception Pass Bridge is an iconic landmark of the region and civic achievement dating back to the Civilian Conservation Corps. On both sides of this scenic bridge, Deception Pass State Park easily ranks high as one of the best state parks in Washington, and most visited. 7. Bellingham. Bellingham is north of Seattle, less than an hour from the Canadian border. It's an access point for several iconic Pacific Northwest adventures, including Mount Baker. The town also has a notable collegiate appeal and culture, known for its laid-back vibe and a community emphasis on outdoor adventure. 8. Mount Rainier National Park. Mount Rainier is an iconic Washington landmark seen from miles in every direction. It's the tallest peak in the state, 14,410 feet, and is located within eyesight of Seattle, and the mountain itself is at the center of its namesake national park. 9. North Cascades National Park. The North Cascades are one of the most unspoiled tracts of country in the United States. And the national park encompassing these mountains caters to anglers, walkers, and nature lovers. To the north, the park shares a border with British Columbia, Canada. 10. Port Angeles. The town of Port Angeles lies along the northern shores of the Olympic Peninsula, across the Strait of Juan de Fuca. The region is known for the huge number of things to do outdoors, such as hiking, biking, golfing, boating, kayaking, fishing, birding, and more.